Hi, I am the suspect in this video that's committing the crime. I'm covering my face and my eyes for my own protection. I'll be giving a commentary on my own video that was on my actual helmet. So please stay tuned and we'll give the explanation of what actually happened. Yes, I did know and notice that the mile per hour is 45. Enjoying a beautiful day as you see in the sky, and enjoying the power band of a first gen Hayabusa. So, I'm just having fun.
Nice.
Past here in a white truck I thought was just a truck with a trailer, not realizing that's actually a deputy with a trailer of some sort. For what reason, I don't know. So after I passed him, I realized that I gotta be more mindful and pay attention ahead. Plus, I am not used to the Ford 150s being the actual officer's car, because they do have Coyote motors. Most people know that, the 5.0. So they are pretty fast and pretty powerful, but you always look for the car. You always expect the car. So
Oh my God! Wow!
okay, officer number two. All right, that's a little hairy. That's fully, visibly a police officer's car. So now I gotta rethink my escape plan.
Yeah, boy.
All right, officer number three. Now it's time to get ready to get your mind right. Get locked in. It's time to go. Let's see what you made of.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right, officer four. He's waiting. He's waiting. It's time to drop a gear. He's waiting. Game time. Game time. Watch this.
Good, how you doing?
I don't know what y'all thought I was gonna do. I'm gonna tell you right now, I worked too hard for me to drop a gear and disappear. That's not gonna happen. It's time for me to pull over. Not only am I gonna pull over, but I'm gonna pull over in a safe spot. I gotta protect the officer as well as protect myself. And I'm gonna show you the steps that I did to make the officer feel safe and at ease, as well as to protect myself.
How you doing?
Good, I'm Deputy Sheriff's Officer.
So far, he's pleasant. He asked me how I'm doing. In my head, I'm not good, but I know I got to be responsible, being accountable for my actions, which weren't crazy compared to some of the YouTubers we've actually seen. So just watch it, follow through, guys.
First officer speed, you will by multiple deputies.
So I did go past multiple deputies. Pay attention to the rest of this I don't know what to call it, interrogation or the stop. But watch the rest of how the stop goes through, and I will show you how I conduct myself, how I was raised to conduct myself by my father and my pastor as well, to how to communicate with the police officers that can make a bad situation easier and a lot more stress-free.
I locked for speed at 64.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
So the officer that's speaking right now said he's clocked me at 64. On that road, you guys saw what the actual miles per hour are. So that would be considered reckless. That's a 20 over or 19. He clocked me at 64 when you saw that white pickup truck first turn on his blue lights. So as I was coming around that curve, he clocked me at 64. 45 and 64 and 45 would be 1 mile per hour below reckless in the state of Virginia. Keep watching, watch how it plays out. It's not done yet, but yes. The number one thing that you should do in a situation when you know you're guilty is just be honest. And this is what I told him.
I'm not denying it. You're right. I came out and I had it.
We had deputies all on here. You passed at least 3 deputies, including myself, well over 60 miles an hour.
He's not wrong. When I passed the first deputy, I was going over 60 miles an hour.
Can I see your license registration?
Yeah. Can I take my gloves off?
Yeah.
Can I take my helmet off too?
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I asked a ridiculous question to most of you guys that haven't been trained properly is why I asked to take off my gloves and I have to take off my helmet. Because sometimes if you were in a situation where you had officers that might be sketchy, they're bad officers, there's damn sure bad civilians, and there's bad doctors, bad lawyers. Everything's bad and good, right? The times I've ran to the police, I've rarely have ever had a problem with them. I've always been honest, answer them directly, and I'll tell you further in this video some things that has happened in the past that might shock some of you guys that have a stereotype in your head or a image that you painted in your own mind on police officers that you might have dictated, whether it's the music or TV shows or just the media. But my situation is from the lifestyle that I live and the things that I've done and the experiences that I had. I'm going to express to you guys what has happened to me in the past and how that went down. But for this one right here, the reason why I asked if I could take my gloves off and my helmet off is because sudden movements can make anybody nervous. They will show you previous videos of people doing the same actions and either grabbing a gun, a knife, or running, and it happens really fast. And if you don't believe me, just Google police attacks on YouTube and you can see that it happens in a split second. So I ask all these things because I want them to know that I have no intention of doing anything stupid. And it puts them at ease because you're giving them the respect that they should deserve during your actual stop.
Because I was behind that Saab the entire time.
Well, when you passed me, you were counting.
No, I'm not saying I didn't. I'm just saying I was behind that Saab the whole time. I'm not making excuses at all.
I tell them I'm not making any excuses and I was behind the Saab the entire time. The reason why I said that wasn't necessary, no. But the reason why is if you follow the flow of traffic usually, and you can see in the entire ride on this video that I've never was riding on the ass of the car in front of me. I've always kept a gap and I might have played around back there a little bit, but I had a space gap because there's a time and a place to do all the things that we all like to do, and the officers know that, and they respect that, and they understand that you want to have fun. We didn't buy the bikes to do the speed limit, but we also can't be stupid. You know what I mean? So one of the things that I always do is I like to fall back quite a bit, and there was no cars behind me, and if they were behind me, they were far enough behind me that it didn't cause a threat, because you can see in my rearview mirrors, they're pretty wide and I can see behind me. There was nobody behind me. So sometimes I tend to slow down and get to a certain straightaway or a curve just to kind of feel the ride and get into the spirit of the actual ride itself. But I didn't do anything ridiculously fast, because you guys all know on a sport bike how fast, if I wanted to ride up on a car with considerable speed and even cross those double yellow lines to pass them, I easily could. But I would never do that and haven't done that. So continue to watch the actual conversation that we're having. And the main part is you'll hear me being honest without trying to make I don't want them to think I'm making excuses, because I'm owning up to what I did. And that's the most important thing you need to do, is if you're guilty of something, just tell them. It's going to make your life a lot easier.
Stop, man.
Can you turn this key while I do this? This is the first time I said I'm going to turn it that way. Just there.
You trying to get the registration?
Yeah. There we go.
Is it registered to you?
Yeah, this is on me. I have about 4 bikes. I rebuild them for fun.
I got you.
Did you build it?
Yeah, it was chrome wheels, chrome swing arm. I took it all off. I powder coated my wheels and painted my swing arm. And I did not want a wheelie, so I put a swing arm on, because this thing tends to wheelie. Let me get my license out.
Okay. I'll give you the bag back.
It's no problem.
I keep my registration in the I guess the rear view cap, which would be the rear seat. So right now I'm just trying to get that off so I can actually get the registration. In reality, somebody could have a gun back there. Somebody could have a knife under there. So, there's 3 or 4 officers around me on the other side of this image, and you got to be very cautious on how you move, your tone of your voice, and the volume. So that's why I'm going about doing everything the right way and getting the registration form.
All right, just hang tight for me.
No problem, guys.
You take the whole thing down to the frame and rebuild?
Yeah, my cruisers are better. My Road King, I have a Cross Country Victory, and I have a VTX 1800. And my wife didn't bless me. She said, I got this January. She said, really? You think that's a good idea?
At this point, there are 3 or 4 officers right there. One inside that gated community, and then the other ones are actually on the outside that turned around. So those deputies that I passed end up turning around and follow behind me maybe 40 seconds later. And they were on hot pursuit because there was no way off that road. And you can never outrun the radio. You can try, and we've seen some YouTubers do it. I don't suggest that. I like my lifestyle, work hard for it. You see the fruits of my labor. You also see the garage, and my name of my page is Motorsports because I have multiple bikes. I have cars, have truck, and I've worked hard for the lifestyle. And for me to have 1 ticket, I was going to eat that ticket, but there's more to it that you're going to find out, and I had to find out the hard way in this video that I need to pay attention to, as well as take accountability off and be responsible enough and smart enough at this age to do this.
I said, I'm 46, I'm not getting any younger. I've always wanted a sport bike. I said, it's time for me to get one. So now.
At this point, they know my demeanor, they hear my tone of voice, they can see in my face I don't look like I'm tweaking or on anything. Of course, I'm a little nervous, but I don't really tend to be that nervous around police officers unless they've given me a reason, and I haven't received that yet. Right now, they are just pretty much shooting the shit with me. They're talking to me about the bike. They're asking questions about the carbon fiber, the how long does it take for me to do the builds and what type of builds. So right at this point, everything's comfortable, everything's relaxed, and we're just conversating. And I have them out of dangerous way, so I didn't like put any more undue stress on them as well. Continue to watch the video. Surprise is still coming up.
Alright, so one thing, your license expired. So you're coming back not licensed.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
So at this point, not only was I speeding, it'd be considered reckless because he gave me 64 when he clearly can give me 65. He's not that type of officer, number one. He's honest. But not only was I speeding and considered reckless, but my license had just expired because my birthday had just passed at this time of this video, which means I didn't have a license. So I was doing reckless driving without a license, which I believe could be a felony charge or I could get arrested, to be honest with you, if they see fit. So clearly me being honest and upfront and presentable as I should be as a citizen to an officer, look how they treat me. They treat me just the way we'd all hope to be treated. But remember, sometimes to receive their respect, you have to think about all the situations that play off when these officers have to see people or have to pull them over. The first result that people have is being defensive, which even I was at the very beginning, mildly. But being defensive at the very beginning is automatically like a base level for an officer in a sense of they don't know what they're going to receive when they say, "Hey, hi, my name is so and so. Can I see your license or registration?" Or they tell you what you were suspected of. So when that conversation happens, they're going off of the energy that you give. So for their own protection, they're on alert. As soon as they see your face and look at where your hands are, they're already on alert. And it's up to you as a civilian to make them feel safe, not only for themselves and their own family, but for your own sake. Be smart about it. When you guys see those officers, don't give them any shit. Have your hands where they're supposed to be. If you have a dipshit friend, tell them to shut the hell up, or vice versa. Or if they're drunk or whatever, get your people in order. Because if you get in order, they will be presentable and respectful to you 99 times out of 1. Okay. Like I said, I don't know what the percentage of police officers are out there. Some of you guys can Google it, whatever. But as far as my life experience, I have not run into that. And what my pastor taught me has not hurt me one bit. I'm responsible enough and respectful enough just to know how to present myself, not only to officers, but to anybody, unless the disrespect is there from the beginning. So if the officers were disrespectful at the beginning, like it was that 1 out of 99, right? I'm still going to play with the same part because there's nothing for you to, why would you piss them off? It's not going to serve you any justice. It's not going to do you any good. And the better you look on their body camera or even my helmet camera, the better off it'll hopefully work out for you in court if it doesn't get to a point where, depending on how crooked that 1 out of 99% officers could be. Be smart about it. Do not feed into it if you were to ever get a bad officer, because I'm pretty damn sure officers get more bad civilians than there are bad officers. I am not on this Blue Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter thing. Trust me, I don't like either one of them. It's what counts is justice. Justice matters. Whatever you do as a civilian that you screw up and do, that's on your ass. Whatever he does as an officer, that's on his ass. It's not about either side. Stop picking. They make us choose against each other. That's dumb. You guys act like, why do you let other people think for you and put that shit in your mouth? Don't. Justice matters. So do what's right and be smart. Watch what he does for me, and the fact that I have an expired license in this video and reckless driving. Continue to watch.
So it's just expires a few days ago. Yeah. So go with the DMV, go online on the app, whatever.
Do the one right there.
They can renew a driver's license.
If you gotta do a photo, they don't do photos. Shit. Unless the trailer comes, which is like 1 or 2 times a year.
Can I go to? Because Charlottesville still, ever since COVID, you have to like schedule a damn appointment.
You don't have to schedule one. I know you still can, but
I completely forgot this was a year. My birthday was just Saturday.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
But just so you're coming back not licensed, right? It's expired. So just get that done. Okay, you can ride home, but then don't try to drive until you get the license updated. And also slow down.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I respect the law. My license record probably showed it.
No, everything came back good on it. No rating transcript. You know, you got nothing on there bad. It's just expired. So just try and get that fixed and slow down a little bit. I know to ride quick on a bike, but right now there's a lot of cars out with that beats where a lot of people.
Is that closed?
Yeah.
I am so sorry for the speed, number one, and number two, for the expired license.
I'm good to go, okay?
Thank you, guys. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Take it easy.
So you see there, pretty much, I got a warning. A warning. In other places in Virginia, very close to where I live, not in the same county, I've had reckless twice. A warning. Warnings, guys. I've literally had warnings just for being honest, nice, respectful, all the things. When they asked me what I was doing, I said I was being an idiot, I was speeding, or I did exactly what you said I did and didn't fight it. Number one, they always look confused by honesty because they rarely get people honest. And number two, I put them in a situation where they don't feel endangered. I have a carry and conceal license as well. I let all the things be known. I do all the steps that I'm supposed to be. If you guys want to hear them out right now, I'll say them. Number one, when you pull over to a safe spot. Don't be a dick and park in the middle of the road. Find a cutoff if there's one available in sight. Some people, if you go too far or too long, you make them nervous. But if you know there's a cutoff or a driveway you can pull off into, do that. Put them in a safe place. Usually a well-lit place is good for you and the officer. That way cameras are rolling. If cameras are rolling, you can see everything and hear everything. Number two, your hands should be on the steering wheel. If you have a carry conceal or if you have a firearm on you, your hands should be outside the car to put them at ease, to let them know that that's not an action criminals do. They don't put their hands and leave them outside the car. They don't do that. They do all that hard-headed nonsense. Put your hands out the car. Put your hands out the car if you have your carry conceal, and let them know and tell them where your wallet is. You can't go reaching for your glove compartment. That's where people keep guns too. You gotta be smart about every move you make. Luckily, the stress level goes down a little bit because it's harder on a bike to do that because you're so locked in. You don't have things loose on you, and you don't have doors and glove compartments. But any questions they ask you, answer them. If I was in a car, I'd roll the window down. I'm not keeping the window up. And this is my advice for myself and for other people. Like I said, I've been pulled over multiple times. I have a perfect record. Well, on paper. I have a perfect record on paper. Do I speed sometimes? Yeah, I sometimes have some fun with the bikes, but I don't do anything ridiculous. Like, nothing I've done is warranted actions that I haven't been given. Don't expect the courtesy you do not give, okay? Don't expect to be let off. Attitudes, chip on your shoulder, rolling your window up, talking through a glass, I'm not answering questions. If that's what you choose to do, fine. Throw gasoline in the fire if you want to. I understand if there's a point in the conversation with the officers like way too far and you feel uncomfortable. I get why you would start or maybe tend to act that way. But anything else, is it worth the situation? Civilians have egos just the same as cops. Officers, I'm sorry. Just the same as officers, everybody has egos. And egos don't come down until people are humble and show humility. That's just common sense. It's not psychology. It's just human behavior that's opening up enough to let people do their job. It's easy to do your job when you put egos aside and pride. You notice any job outside of officers or healthcare or cooking or cleaning, whatever it is, if you put ego aside, literally, and pride, it is so easy to work with a humble person. Try it. I dare you. It's so easy to be a dickhead. It's so lame. It's so lame. It's like good guys are a dying breed. Why do you feel the need to act like an ass or a bad guy or look like the same douchebag on every movie or car show? That's behavior that's just immature. And if that's all the content you have as an individual, well then, good luck in life. I'm happy with mine. But for all you guys that are paying attention and listening, I hope it goes a long way. Do these things. This is not only for the protection of civilians, but this is also the protection of actual officers, because that's not an easy job. And for you guys that have that respect and understanding, there are simulations you can literally do, and they'll show you based on statistics of how quick it is for them to have their life taken or have a physicality that they'll never have after a certain situation. So thank you for watching the video, you guys. I know this was kind of long-winded and hopefully fun at the same time, but please take us into accountability, because we do love our cars, we do love our bikes, and it is a certain way you need to act when you get caught. I mean, it's just part of the game. And if you get caught, hopefully you're not doing something crazy, because, you know, there's plenty of YouTubers out there that go ham, like 186 in Texas. So the tunnels, everybody knows the tunnels. If you watch YouTube and you pay attention to YouTubers, I watch all those YouTubers. I think they're crazy as hell, but I know they're having a ball, but it won't be me. Be careful. Your life is taken in the instant, guys. Your life is valuable. If you are on a bike, you gotta be honest with yourself, and us real riders know there's a chance we're not coming home tonight, or there's a chance we will never have a mental capacity or physical capacity when we get home. And when you accept that, you will take more precautions and stop acting fearless. And some people are just crazy and suicidal, and I always want to see everybody go home safe. I don't wish evil on anybody, because that frequency follows you and you get what you give. All right, so everybody be safe out there. Watch my new YouTube channel. Please subscribe. And if you look at it, my new title of my page is CLD Motorhead, because if it has a motor, I want to play with it. So you guys are going to see the trucks, you're going to see the cars now, and you already have an idea on most of the bikes. But like I said, the Busa's new, and please enjoy. Thanks, guys.